Commander, Mordramoth proved even more powerful than we imagined. The jungle itself set against us and shredded our ships. And then there was the call. All of us Silvari heard it, and many followed Mordramoth's commands, turning on their packed allies. Many are dead. Still others are missing, and our fleet is utterly broken. If rescue doesn't come soon, there won't be anything left to rescue. Please, we need your help.
Hi everybody and welcome to Guild Wars 2 Little and Large. My name's Coops and today I am on my own yet again because Thorns is still away on holiday, but not to worry, you've still got me. And today we will be covering the Heart of Thorns second beta weekend. Yes! I'm not going to be doing a huge video on this purely based on the fact that I've not really got much to say about it. I was really excited to see the progress on the personal story side of things, whether it's going to be personal story or living story, I have no idea, but that was really exciting. There's some really cool cinematics which I will show you, so here's a spoiler warning. Just be aware that if you've not got Heart of Thorns and you've not seen it already on YouTube, which I'm sure everybody's plastered it out there, there will be spoilers. There are some really cool moments though. I don't think it'll be spoiling the game too much, but yeah, so I will get on with this and show you the footage for the personal story. Now it does go on a little bit, so I will try and talk you through my thoughts and everything while we're doing that. So let's go.
Stay sharp, people. Mordramoth hit the pact hard. It's up to us to pick up the pieces.
And there is the first part of the Heart of Thorns expansion that I love. The characters actually speak in the story now, rather than the whole thing where they do the cinematic where you've got two characters on either side of the screen talking at each other. I did love that, don't get me wrong, I loved that, but this is so much better. You're running around, your character's speaking. It just feels so good to actually hear my character speak again. Bearing in mind, I've been playing the game since the first Guild Wars 2 beta when it was released. So it's been a long time since I've actually done a personal story, and I mean in dungeons people like to skip the cinematics, but sometimes especially if I'm the leader, I just like to watch that little bit of the video so I can see my little character and listen to him talking. You just don't get it other than the whole, you know, oh, now this is a find and all that. Other than that, you don't get to hear your character speak, so this is something that I'm going to absolutely love, listening to my character saying little bits here, there and everywhere. It's just brilliant. Now I realise in betas bugs are going to happen. This is one of them. He's saying something but he's not actually speaking until now. So that's the first bug I actually found during this beta. There are a few that I actually found which I will chuck onto the end of the video just in like a little compilation so you can see the bugs that I found, and I would like you to leave in the comments below any links to the bugs that you found so I can watch your videos. I do like to see all the bugs, not pointing and laughing at ArenaNet, you know, like you fucked up, but more the case of, you know, that's pretty funny, you know, and it's something, just it's entertainment at its finest to find the bugs. And especially when you think, well, when the game actually comes out, will those bugs still be there? You know, so that it's always something good to look at and good to make a note of.
I need to think this through.
Now, at this point in the story, we are asked to make a choice. Much like with all the other personal story stuff, you make choices throughout the world, it drives you in different directions. However, if you notice, you can't actually choose that one. So, so we are limited within the beta to actually, you know, choose which path to go down. We are sort of bottlenecked down a certain route, which is understandable, it's a beta. But you would have thought that ArenaNet would be a little bit further in the process. It kind of worries me to think, well, is this the progress that they've got so far? Surely not. You would hope not. But then you have to wonder why they only let you do that one story. I mean, it's been on every single beta that we've had. We can only do this one path, so it's quite an interesting one. Also, another little bug that I've found is when you're looking at certain NPCs who are taller than you. I noticed it when being an Azuran. Everyone's taller than me. But when you look at them, it's almost like you're snapping your spine. You bend over backwards, and I will show you that later. You bend over backwards and kind of look over your shoulder at them, and it just looks really weird. So I think that's something that ArenaNet need to address and look at. I'm sure everybody's noticed it. On the Gods Facebook page are a few people who have actually posted screen prints of it, so I know that people are aware of it, so hopefully ArenaNet will pick up on that. So I'll just skip ahead now to where the mission actually begins as such, where you start fighting. Now if you notice, I'm on my Elementalist, or a Elementalist, or even an Elementalist, if we're being politically correct. Now I'm using the Dagger Warhorn combination just to try it out, and as you've noticed now, I very quickly get my ass handed to me and I die quite severely. I've never been one for using Dagger or even Scepter Focus, Scepter Dagger, anything like that. If you notice on all my videos, I'm got a staff. I am a staff elementalist. It's how I feel most comfortable playing as an elementalist, and I don't think with Heart of Thorns that is going to change. I tried it for all of 2 minutes and decided, you know what, I don't like it. I'm set in my ways. I like my staff, so that is pretty much what I'm going to use. And you will notice that as soon as I put my staff on, I'm fine, and I just plow through the rest of the mission. So yeah, for me, although yes, thank you ArenaNet for adding more weapons to the Elementalist class. It may be something I'll look into later if I get incredibly bored. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the staff. So I hope they add in another staff legendary skin. That would be really nice just to see what sort of skin they come up with. And maybe I will work on building one of them. There's also the specializations that I haven't really discussed, purely because within the beta I tried to unlock a lot of the specializations, but I couldn't actually do it. So I mean, I didn't spend that much time doing it because quite frankly I found it really dull and boring. It's the same map over again, and yeah, I'm just not loving the whole same map over and over again. It's like it's Silver Wastes and Dry Top all over again, which, just FYI, I don't visit them anymore unless I necessarily have to for a daily or something. I just don't bother going there. I'm hoping and praying to all 6 gods of Tyria that they don't make it another one of those sort of scenarios where you go there, you do everything, you never go there again. Unlike, you know, the original content and all the maps, you still go and visit them. You still have reasons to go and visit them. They've added them into the dailies. You know, I really, really, really hope that they're not going to make this another set of Silver Waste maps and stuff like that. So, fingers crossed for that one. So while fighting this boss, you get this little cinematic with some sort of weird ass worm that comes and vomits everywhere for some reason. Then you finally finish off this boss, which is reasonably easy, providing you know what you're doing. I mean, at this point I hadn't actually tested out the overload or overdrive, whatever they're called. Which again I will show you at the end of the video. I did take some footage just for the animation of those. But yeah, you finish him off and then you run all the way back to where you started. So here you have to defend this camp for so many minutes from a big onslaught from 3 directions of these Mordrum minions, and then you get a really cool cutscene, which I'm going to skip to right now.
Sharpen your blades and guard your vitals. I'm back.
And it's at that point that I let a little bit of wee out, not gonna lie. That was just, I mean, the cinematic is something that we haven't really seen yet to that extent in Guild Wars 2. Normally you get those sort of, like the pop-up book sort of animations and cinematics that you normally get. So this is something really fresh and new to Heart of Thorns and to Guild Wars in general, so I'm hoping to see a lot more of that within the game. And as you see, Ritlock is back, and he does explain now that he's been away looking for Destiny's Edge. I'm guessing he didn't find them.
Welcome to the party, Commander. I'm a little late myself. I've been searching for Destiny's Edge, but all I've found are panicky packed soldiers.
Tribune, it's damn good to see you alive. Where have you been?
What a mess.
What's that new magic you're using?
Later, Cub. All you need to know is that I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Right now, we've got comrades to rescue and dragon minions to kill.
Ritlock's right. We need to find Destiny's Edge and hit Mordremoth where it lives.
So, that's that, but this is the point where I noticed my Azuran seems to be standing a little bit strangely. If you look now, you get some rewards. You get 5 question marks, which I was ever so glad to receive. Thank you for that, ArenaNet. You get some mastery points, which you can use to do nothing really. Once you've used one, I found it very difficult. But yeah, as you notice, my Azuran is bending over backwards a little bit. So as you can see here, I did earn some mastery points, and I was able to unlock part of the gliding thing. This was before I did the mission, so there you go. Unlocked a little bit, so I'm starting to learn how to glide, and there's lots of these buttons popping up here, there and everywhere, which gets really irritating, so I didn't read them. So it may be my fault that I don't understand how to fully unlock the specializations. Later on, I did try to unlock them again. I had 2 points, wasn't able to. So I imagine there is some sort of prerequisite. So looking now, I do show you that I try to unlock them again, do a bit more. I'm clicking like a madman, and yeah, I'm not really sure on how to do it. So I'm sure there is some sort of prerequisite that it did tell me about, but I just wasn't really in the mood to read it, because I thought, wow, this is all going to be erased anyway, so what's the point? You know? So it may be an idea for ArenaNet in the next instance to automatically unlock all of these specializations for us, so we don't have to bother with that, so we can just try them out, see what you actually get. Yeah, sure, that might make us a bit OP, but I don't care. I really don't care. It's a beta, so we're not exactly going to be, you know, running around the world causing absolute havoc if you just get the characters where they're literally just in the beta area and they can't go outside. I know people like to go outside and show off that, oh look, yeah, I'm part of the beta. Yeah, great. But we're just here to test it out, and those characters will get deleted, you know, so I don't see the issue with allowing us that time just to test out specializations without having to build them and all that, because I'm sure the prerequisites are going to change. Now, another instance of me talking, I'm doing a dynamic event and I'm actually talking, which I found really good. Again, really enjoyed that. But I did find a bug, which was quite amusing. The explosives ready to go and all that, and then when they actually explode, watch what happens. And just in case you're not seeing what I'm seeing, there are the mines, or bombs, or whatever they are floating in midair. They didn't actually disappear, which is very interesting. Again, it's just a beta, so we can forgive that, but it's a little bug that I found, and I was like, that's quite amusing. So then I did a lot of walking around, doing different events and stuff, interacting with mushrooms and these weird plants that give you speed boosts, which are all unlocked through the specializations as I open up now, and try and figure out how on earth to do it. But I can't unlock them, so there must be some sort of prerequisite, right? So here's what I did. I went around and I unlocked the entire map, all that I could anyway, and then I found this sort of treehouse place with lots of froggy people in it. There are 2 NPCs there which have the sort of specialization thing around them, so I went and spoke to them. Can't understand them, so can't do anything with them. And then I noticed there is like a sort of temple type icon on the minimap, and it highlights an area slightly to the east. So I thought, well, maybe then that's where I need to go. So I took a trip over there, and this is what I found. Yes, it's a pole. It's a pole just like the guild missions sort of banner type thing, but it has a specialization icon on it, which you would believe you'd need to activate that to unlock or do the prerequisite for the specialization, but it says it cannot be activated at this time. Maybe I needed to go there at a certain time. Either way, I wasn't really prepared to put any more time into the beta. The actual content itself, although they gave us a wider area than the initial betas to actually explore and go around, I was bored, quite frankly. I'm sure a lot of you had a lot of fun during the beta and testing things out, and I know there's been a lot of hype about it, but for me it just wasn't what I wanted really, and I would have preferred more of the storyline than just dynamic events on a big map like the Silver Wastes. So just to finish up here, I'm sure you're fed up of listening to me blather on, so here are the animations for the new overdrive or overload things for the Elementalist you buy there. I mean, they are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. They are pretty awesome when you switch attunement, and then we get our like 4 attribute skills like most other classes, which is very nice. As I've said, I didn't particularly like the Warhorn, and I'm not a big lover of dagger, so I will be using staff with these, and who knows, maybe this will be like totally OP. Probably not. Aside from that, I'm quite looking forward to trying out betas in the future, like the new World v World maps. I did play a bit of the Stronghold. They have updated that, which is always nice. But yeah, overall the content within the new area, not really that interesting to me. So that's it from me for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to leave you with this. It is another, I say bug, not really a bug that I found. It's just basically incomplete maps. Now I'm sure they've done this on purpose. If those of you who don't know, you only get the mid-level of the Silver Wastes. We can't go high, and we most definitely cannot go low. And I will show you what happens if you do go low. The reason why I actually found this was because one, I actually fell in the wrong place and ended up in this black pit of doom. And this one that's on your screen showing now, I noticed a bit of the map wasn't uncovered, so I thought, well, if I go there, maybe it'll uncover that section of map so I can just have an extra little look. When I got there, I actually got into the area, but it didn't show anything, so I decided to jump down, and this is what I found. I'm going to leave you with that revelation. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. I did ask a question earlier. Not that I can remember what it was, but I did ask it. Oh yeah, bugs. Tell me about the bugs that you found. Please like and share with all your friends and family, including your mummies and daddies, because they love us. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you next time on Guild Wars 2 Little and Large. Ta-ta!